What up, YouTube? What up, boxing fans? My video is going to be about the spectacular performance Adrien Broner had against Vicente Escobedo. Um, you know, the issue is he did come in overweight, but he's naturally growing. He's been at that weight for the majority of his career, and just like any other growing fighter, even at 22, it's time for him to move up in weight. So he couldn't make the weight. It happens. I still think he's one of the more disciplined fighters in the gym, and you know, we hear about his work ethic, and it's just a matter of time before we're gonna see how dedicated he is towards boxing. But in terms of his technical ability and physical talent, it's extraordinary. This kid has the potential to be the next Floyd Mayweather Jr., as I've mentioned in my video I have on that subject. However, leaving 130 pounds will lead him to bigger and better challenges. I think it's the good move because there's no sense in fighting in importing Japanese champions that are at 130 pounds. Um, they're just gonna ask for an overpriced amount to come into the U.S. Or you have to go over there and deal with the Japanese judging and whatnot. So going up to 135 I think is a good move, and that division is wide open. The kingpin is Juan Manuel Marquez, but it seems like he's taking easier fights with Top Rank, so he seems to be out of the picture. It looks like Antonio DeMarco is the challenger that Broner wants, and I think Broner can handle Antonio DeMarco, although he's pretty stiff competition. The other champion up at 135 is Miguel Vasquez, who isn't that good either. In fact, he lost to Timothy Bradley and he lost to Canelo Alvarez twice. So there you go, Canelo sort of bringing up 135 pounders to pound on. But Adrien Broner, he's one of the best in boxing. I think he's proven with his technique and talent. He's top 10 pound for pound on everybody's list. You got to put him there. He's he's a full-fledged champion. He's not a prospect anymore, and he's one of boxing's best and brightest. I expect him to continue his victories. I expect him to stay undefeated, and I expect him to take over 140 pounds. I think he's capable of beating Antonio DeMarco. He's capable of beating Miguel Vasquez, and he's capable of beating Juan Manuel Marquez. I have my doubts on that fight happening because of the whole Top Rank Golden Boy, but at 135 he's the best, and that's only going to lead to him to moving up to 140 because that's where the big names are at. That's where Timothy Bradley's still fighting, or can still fight, although he's at 147. That's where Zab Judah's fighting. That's where Lucas Matthys is fighting. That's where Marcus Maidana is fighting. It's where Devin Alexander is fighting, although he's kind of back and forth. A lot of great fighters are at 140 and 147, and I expect after Broner takes over 135, he's going to be there too. Great performance by Broner, and he's going to be a pound for pound star. Uh, that's what I see, guys. Take care. Peace out.